Hi guys, it's Lori. Um, Welcome to my channel. That's called I'm Home Again Homestead. This is going to be a seed haul from a local big box, Lowe's Hardware, Big Lots. No, not Big Lots. Sorry, Dollar Tree and Walmart. Those are pretty much the only stores around our town that we have. I'm in North Carolina, zone 7A, 7B on the borderline. If you've heard of Andy Griffith and Mayberry, that's where I live at. I live in Mayberry. So it's a little difficult in the summertime. Spring, we really don't have a spring because it's freezes and frosts up till the middle of May last year. Well, the last 2 years it's been May the 15th before we could put anything outside. The year before last, I didn't heed that warning. I put everything outside. So needless to say, I had a bunch of plants and pots on my back porch. So the past year was May the 15th was the last frost date. This year, needless to say, nothing's going outside until after that, maybe a week after that. So it's probably going to be the 1st of June. So we go from frost to it's 30 degrees to it's 85, and then it's 100 for 2 months, and then it goes, you know, August is kind of, you know, everybody says the dog days of August. Well, the last couple of years, August has been kind of mild. So I'm hoping that trend continues this year. If it does, then maybe I'll get somewhat of a cooler weather, because we really don't have enough cool weather in the beginning of the spring, because, you know, we really don't have a spring. It goes from straight winter to you can't go outside without some kind of breathing mask because it's hot. So with that being said, this is what I am going to, let's say, attempt to grow this year. So this is going to be a seed haul. Everything I'm showing now is stuff that I bought this year, actually this past weekend. Today is January the 22nd, because my son's birthday is tomorrow, January 23rd. He'll be 21. Happy birthday, Jaden. I love you. Hope you're watching. Your mom. Thanks. So, and this is, I do scrapbooking also. That's what all of this is here. Behind me is my scrapbooking stuff. So, of course, you know, I already had the magical unicorn of put your seeds in the box to take outside, because I have a bunch of these photo memory boxes, as you can tell. All of this stuff up here is, all of this whole cabinet is full of scrapbooking stuff. And I don't want to make you guys sick, but this whole desk is full of scrapbooking stuff. So that's what I do when it's cold outside. I do scrapbooking, memory keeping. Okay, so anyways, starting off with, I love zucchini. So I got, ooh, that's going to glare bad. Sorry guys, it's glaring. Let me see if I can adjust that light just a tad. There we go. Okay, so you can see that. Black zucchini squash. Love them. I don't know why it's called squash zucchini. Not making sense to me. But anyways. The next one I have, I'm sorry if this is really loud. I hope you guys can hear me. The next is yellow summer crookneck squash. Try not to bang the boxes so much. And then, like I said, I do have a lot of containers. Well, actually, I said in my introduction to my channel, I do have a lot of containers that I started out growing with the first year that I grew here at home. So I got a early girl hybrid that I thought would be good. It's kind of like a saladette type tomato. And I am so sorry, like I said, if this is banging too much for you guys. These containers are plastic and I'm at my scrapping desk. Okay, then I have a good old-fashioned sweet banana pepper. Nothing fancy, just the basics. I do have an order for Baker Creek that I have added to, took away from, added to, took away from, because I so want to grow so many pretty vegetables that they have, especially tomatoes and different peppers. I make my own spaghetti sauce because I have a immune deficiency where one day, and it's not really been diagnosed because I don't like going to doctors, but one day I can eat something, the next day I can eat the same thing, and my eyes swell up. They're kind of swelled now because I ate shrimp for dinner. Sorry. I'm not technically allergic to shrimp, but sometimes when I eat shrimp, I swell up. Okay, so I have red Russian kale. So a lot of my food that I grow is in, I can't really eat store-bought stuff because of the preservatives. I'm allergic to a lot of, was it red 14, yellow, whatever, red stuff that's in regular ketchup. It has to be real tomato ketchup, you know, like, what is that movie? I can't remember what it is. The Christmas vacation type movie. What's his name? Is that real tomato ketchup, Eddie? Yeah, that guy. All right, so we're going to we're going to grow, try to tall Utah celery, because my daughter and myself like smoothies. I try to make my own chicken broth when I can, and try to make bone broth from ham bones, where you cook ham at Christmas or whatever, you save the bone and you make bone broth with it, so it's pretty good. So you would use your vegetable scraps like any onion peels, celery, carrots, stuff like that. You can use that and make bone broth. So cook it in a crock pot. I don't freeze it because I'm scared to pressure can. Okay, and I have lettuce, Grand Rapids. It's a good cut and come again type. We eat a lot of lettuce. And then I have romaine Paris Island. It's a good head lettuce. And then Vivian lettuce. This is another good head lettuce. I don't think it's glaring too bad. So I'm going to start all of these. I actually wanted to start them today, but I was like, I'm tired. I really don't feel like it. And I had to shoot my seed haul video before I could plant them. Because, you know, what kind of YouTube channel would I have been if I just went, like, hey, here's my seeds, let's put them in the dirt. Oh, I think I got different types of kale. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I think this is the dinosaur kale. I can't really pronounce that. And then this is the dwarf blue curled kale. We like a lot of greens, and I can take the kale, freeze it. We can put it in smoothies. We can put it, take and fix it in a stir fry, kind of like you would like collard greens or mustard greens. It's really good. And then I forgot, I had different kinds, not just one pack of these in the, that's why I'm pulling back out and going kind of backwards. So I have squash, the 49er hybrid. So I have squash bugs. So my plan is I got a bunch of these 41, 42, 50, and 55 day growing squash. So when the squash bug hits it, I can get a few plants or get a few fruits off of it. So if that happens, then guess what? I rip it out. I throw some more in somewhere else in the garden and revamp that area and put something else in it. This is a Dixie hybrid, which is kind of a smooth crook neck. Then I have a early prolific straight neck, which I grew this last year and did really well. So that's my plan for combating the squash bugs. I'm gonna get diatomaceous earth and put on my beds before I plant this year. Try to see if that will combat some of the bad bugs. Hopefully that'll work. I was just double checking my zucchini. I only grow one kind of zucchini, and that's a Black Beauty, which that's probably a lie, because probably in this box here that I had from seeds from last year, I think there's some more different zucchinis in there, but I like that kind of zucchini. Check and make sure. Oh yeah. And this is another Saladette tomato. I grow these a lot. I love these little things. They're like, I don't know, maybe not even a foot, at the 2 feet at the most. You don't even have to put a tomato cage around them, because once they start putting on fruit, the fruit turns red, and you pick it off and put it on a salad, and you just eating. Good. Celery. I got pink celery in my cart for Baker's Creek. Like I said, I've been going back and forth for a week on what I want, what I don't want, what I do want, what I don't want. So when I went local shopping, found a lot of things that I could get here local, which I knew Baker Creek is a great organic company. Everybody I've talked to, heard of, watched on YouTube raves about them. But for my pocket at the moment, some things are a little pricey, but they are cheaper than a lot of companies, I will say that. And just the different varieties, and you know, the stories behind the seeds is, you know, so-and-so's grandma from Africa brought this over in her knapsack, and it's come down through our family for generations. That type of stuff. Love that. Okay, so these are all my herbs. I had an herb garden. Tom took it over. So I dug it up. I planted potatoes in that bed. Now I have a thyme bed. So I have to dig that up and start again. Because thyme takes over the whole bed. And I'm talking a 5 by 8 foot bed. Nothing but thyme. I wish I had thyme like that on my hands, but it's in the bed. Okay. Anyways, I digress. Sage, because you know we gotta have that put in our stuffing. And then, you know, common thyme, this time it would be put in a pot. Thank you very much. Dill. Rosemary. Tarragon. This is one of the items that I had. Baker's Creek. Wasn't sure if I would find it local, but I did. Spearmint. And I know a lot of these things don't need to be put in the bed together. They need to be put in containers, because it has common sense will tell you the picture of the containers on there. Don't put it in the bed with everything else. I didn't pay attention to that a couple years ago. And then we have the dark opal basil. Love basil. I have Italian flat leaf parsley. And I have early curled parsley. I have oregano. Marjoram is another item that I have in Baker's Creek basket. I wasn't sure if I could find it here. Cilantro, later on when it bolts. Coriander, double purpose. Gotta love it. Chives. Chives is another thing. Do not plant in a bed with anything else unless you plan on that bed becoming chives, because it takes over and spreads like crazy. Okay. And again, I gotta remember not to make all the racket in front of the camera. I know it might be busting eardrums, because I used to watch YouTube all the time and have my earphones in. I'm like, wow, that's really loud. But I'll watch the video back and see if it's too loud. If it is, I'll record. If it's not, you'll get this version. Alright, and onions. Normally I buy onion starts or onion sets. Because like I said, you know, we really don't have spring. It's cold one day and the next day it's 100. So I did these evergreen bunching onions this past year. They did really, really well. Actually, I still have 4 in the front of my flower bed, the decorative flower bed in the driveway, that I never pulled up. So I'm hoping they go to seed this year. Alright, and then the Texas Grando, just kind of like a smaller yellow onion, I think. Let me read before I tell you. I know it is a smaller white onion, sorry. And then I have this Grandex Yellow Hybrid, which is kind of like a Vidalia type shape. It's more of a flatter, round onion. And then the Sweet Spanish Utah Jumbo. So I'm going to start those seeds inside. And then I actually bought these thicker wine pie plates from the Dollar Tree. They're a little thicker than your regular, because these kinds are a little bendy. You can see I can bend that pretty easy right here. So what I'm going to do is put soil, the starting soil in here, and sprinkle the onions, the bigger onion seeds around. Let them start get germinated, grow a little bit. Then you just take the dirt around from the starts and just transplant the bulbs and the starts in the ground like that. So that's what I'm going to plan on doing with that. Okay, I think that covers all of my new seeds that I just bought this past week. So I'm hoping to get start seeds maybe tomorrow or maybe Tuesday, because that's my day off this week. Who knows, I might wind up starting them here in a little bit. I'm bored. Alright guys, so thanks. I hope some of you saw some seeds that you weren't thinking of growing, that you know you might get inspired to grow a few things different. That was the main reason why I did a lot of looking on Baker Creek, because they have a lot of different varieties and just pretty fruit, pretty lovely, just gorgeous tomatoes, you know, just all kinds of not your everyday run-of-the-mill stuff that you would find at a start sets, anything like that. So I mean, they have all kinds of seeds. No, I'm not affiliated. Baker Creek doesn't even know who I am. Like I said, this is, you know what, my second video. I did an intro and then I did a seed haul because I wanted to plant my seeds. So no, I'm not affiliated with anyone of any sort at the moment. But Baker Creek, if you're listening, I got a cart full of stuff. Give me a discount. Hint, hint. Thanks for coming home with me today, guys.